Weird. It says, you know how there's been weird people popping on Zooms? This one says Team Zoom.
That could be Julie Weld.
Oh, like their Team Zoom. Okay, their link. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
You heard about the Andrea Rogers call.
I heard, I don't know exactly what happened, but I heard it was dirty.
Yeah,
it was awful. I was on the call. It was awful.
It was like body parts and things.
It was so bad. It was like, it was horrible.
That's why last week or the week, whenever I did the team call, I was like so worried because Victoria came on, but her username was weird, like Kinsey was saying. And I like hesitantly let her in and I'm like, whoever just joined, can you please tell me so I can stop stressing? Like, that's my biggest fear.
That's crazy.
People are terrible. All right. I think we'll just jump into this business because Kelly's on a little bit of time crunch. So we want to make sure we get her to share what she's going to share with us tonight. So welcome, you guys. Really excited to have this call. I know we kind of wanted to have it last week, but McKenna and I were still both out of town. And then it gave us time to collectively just wrap our brains around everything that was announced last week. So I think for all of us, we can all take a big deep breath in and blow it out because I think we're all feeling like we need to do that about all of this stuff that we're about to talk about. But I want to preface this call saying there's a lot of new information. There's a lot of amazing things coming down the pipeline, but nothing is happening right in this very moment that is going to change too much about our business. So it's so nice we get a ton of time to really go through what's all the changes that are happening and learn about them and best equipped ourselves with all the information and then hit the ground running when these things really start to roll out in 2023 and later on in the spring. So first being welcome body coaches. Like how cool does that sound? I want to start this call. So that was definitely the biggest announcement to come out of leadership is that we are transitioning from what was Beachbody to Body, and the energy that surrounded that announcement was like nothing we ever experienced before. I know McKenna and I were in the room and Kelly was watching live streaming. It brought the house down. Carl brought the house down with that. Everyone was crying. There was standing ovation. Just, I can't describe the energy, but it was a long time coming, I think. And the way he described the changes and why, the reasoning behind the change of the name, and that we want to be more inclusive and we want to represent so much more than a before and after photo, that it really hit home, and all these changes that kind of you'll hear tonight that go along with that name change. I have a short clip. This is my poor recording on my phone that I just want to share with you guys. And it's just a little snippet of Carl announcing the name change. And I want you to hear from him what he had to say about it. He had more than just this clip, but I just want you, oh, it's on the beach. They posted on the Beachbody Champions page. Well, I didn't see it. So you get my crappy recording of it here. And yeah, we'll post that full recording after the call. That'll be great. But you can just watch. Oh my God. And don't listen to me.
So there are articles where Beachbody and bikini body are used synonymously, and it's undermining us. So to lead a category that frees people from judgment and competition, to open up our business to tens of millions more people who've been sitting on the sidelines because they didn't want to be in a constant battle with their sweet tooth. They didn't feel welcomed by an industry built on imperfection. We need to make this change. So this spring, we will begin to officially, gradually change our platform name from Beachbody to Body.
So that was, you heard the crowd kind of ramp back up, and that's when I turned my phone off just because I really wanted to be there in that moment and be present. But it was pretty emotional, especially having, you know, I've been affiliated with Beachbody for almost a decade, and it just felt really good. And it felt good coming out of leadership, feeling heard. I think that's what I kept hearing from a lot of coaches, that we really felt heard in all the things that we've always, you know, we continue to give our feedback in these surveys we are always getting. And on the roundtable, which is the 5-star thread, you know, there's always suggestions being made. And I just felt like this was the most Beachbody's ever listened and then returned on what we have been asking for. So this was kind of the main thing to come out of the new kind of approach and structure that Carl wants to take in terms of how we leverage BODi. And the first being eat dessert every day, eat more dessert. And obviously this is a play on the fact that he wants people to have clean or healthy, clean nutrition from Shakeology in any way, shape, and form that they can get it. So obviously this is a message we've been spreading a long time. Drink your superfoods, but just in a fun new way. And for him to say, we want to make it, take the spin on it and just have fun with it too. And to show people like, you don't just have to drink a shake. You can get your nutrition, your clean nutrition and your superfoods in a different form if that suits you better. And then sharing about clean energy was his second point. And that is obviously our savior of all things, Energize, that we all love so much. But he talked about sharing that clean energy that we use, most of us, every single day, and why we use it, and ingredients in it, and why it's top notch, and why it's not filled with crap and chemicals. And that's just something we can continue to share and grow on as we move forward with BODi. And then the other change was the announcement of BODi blocks for our challenge groups. And this is going to be between now, which rolling out Healthy Obsession is technically kind of the first of the BODi blocks coming. And then this will really start to change come springtime. And Kelly's going to talk more about the BODi blocks in just a minute. And then one of my favorite announcements, number 4, is we are incorporating mindset more than ever into this, because he drove home that in many ways that you cannot ever feel good about yourself and the way you look if you don't feel good on the inside first. And we all know that, and we all preach that. But now that our company is aligning with that mission in its mission statement, BODi is saying it's fitness, it's nutrition, and it's mindset. And we are providing every single one of those for our customers. Beachbody brought on a leader in this field in health and fitness and in mindset, Petra Kolber. She spoke 2 times for us over the course of the weekend at leadership. And she is kind of I think her title is vice president of like mindset development, but she will be the one kind of heading this entire thing into motion where, now there'll be actually a personal development aspect integrated into BODi. So that's coming also in the spring. But it was there was a lot, and we're going to share a little bit more. I'm going to add one more thing that was announced that actually will be integrated this December, which is our Shake and Hustle pack. And this was so exciting. So let me break this down for you. Beachbody is basically coming up with what they're calling a recommended starter pack. And this is going to include 20 servings of Shakeology, 20 serving sticks of Energize. It's going to be a little bit like this picture. This is a prototype picture. It's going to come with the containers, and it's going to come with a shaker cup. And this can be sold as either a total solution pack for $219 or as a monthly home direct on its own for $129.95. Beachbody was doing its research, and they found that people weren't reordering for the main reason. When they give you that survey, if you say cancel my home direct, it says, what's your reason? People were saying, I have too much product. They were finding on average, people were drinking their shake more like 5 days a week, or around that, like when they were working out. They weren't always drinking it on days they were off or not working out. Same goes for Energize. So their hope here is to give our customers the right amount of product, but also to encourage that recurring sale and that recurring commission. So people aren't getting too much Shakeology or aren't getting too much Energize, and they're canceling their home direct orders. We don't know yet if I don't think all Shakeology bags are going to be 20 servings or what that's going to look like moving forward. But for this particular pack, it's going to be the 20 and 20, which I think is so amazing. And again, this is something I feel like they listened to us on. It's a big deal. It's really going to help with recurring volume and sales. And will still be that total solution pack of this option with BOD and BODi will be 2 challenge group or 2 successful points. And one thing I didn't add in this slide is that in the new year, closer to spring, BOD plus BODi will now become one platform. So there will not be two separate entities. They will all combine into one. So I think that's the last announcement I have.
Something
Kelly's
to
gonna
that, Kinsey,
throw it-
really quick.
What?
Can I add something to the
Yes,
merging the
course.
two? Because I just saw on the roundtable. So just to clarify, that starts in the spring. But if you renew your Beachbody On Demand in January, it automatically renews. You just get the on demand. They're not going to force anyone to upgrade the price. They will just only have on demand. And then the following year, so anytime before March, they can just renew regular, or obviously we would encourage them to upgrade, but they won't be forced until March and further on. It'll only be an option for one. So just keep that in mind when people are getting close to renewing. I've just encouraged them to go ahead and do that now so that they're set, but it's not going to be forced.
And Kelly added this in comments, but yes, so talking about the shirt, this bundle, this is going to be available December 6th with the Sure Thing release. So that's when they're rolling this out for the first time. Thank you for mentioning that. But yeah, Kel, go ahead.
Okay, cool. I think the biggest thing, even when I took away from leadership, and the body blocks are a big part. Okay, the biggest thing that I took away from leadership was that they're making things so simple for us now, because before, whenever we had new product launches, new total solution packs with different equipment, and different launch dates, like you had the coach date and the customer date and all these things, it was really, really hard for us to onboard new coaches because it was overwhelming for us as long-term coaches to figure out how to learn all of this and promote it online and get people in groups and all the things. And so what I love and what I got from leadership is they are making things so simple. So they're basically giving us our product line, and then now we can just promote it. We can do what we do best as coaches, which is promoting our products, promoting our workouts, and helping support people become healthier through our communities. And so that's what I love about the new recommended pack, because now as new coaches join our team, we can be like, hey, you just signed people up the same way you signed up, and they're going to get a full year of BOD, a full year of body, the 2 supplements that as a whole our company are talking about now, which, you know, with eating dessert first and having the clean energy, you're going to have that in your pack. And then we have these body blocks that you can add people to. So every month you can invite people to a body block, and it just is going to make our business so much simpler. Now, granted, there's definitely ways we can upsell and we can, you know, add to this, but as far as like just a simple business model, I just feel like this is like the best case scenario for us. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about body blocks. The reason, well, part of the idea behind the body blocks is that a lot of times we would have these huge launches. So like Lift More came out, we had the huge launches. So many people bought the program, they did the 8 weeks, and then they fell off. And same with our businesses, right? Like we launched Lift More, we sold a ton of product, and then our business kind of tapers off until the next launch, and then it ramps back up again, and then it tapers off. And they're trying to prevent these like huge ebbs and flows in our business. And so body blocks are really going to help not only keep our customers engaged in their workouts and being more consistent with showing up, it also gives us something as coaches to constantly be invited to. Okay, so body blocks are basically 3-week workout calendars that start on the first Monday of every month. For now through the end of the year, you know there's a brand new body block starting on the first Monday of every month. There's basically going to be 2 different body blocks that you're going to get to choose from each month. So first, I'm going to talk about that like lower line. Well, yeah, exactly. Actually, will you go back one more seconds? The bottom where you see all the body blocks in black. So there's going to be a basic body block every single month that you can invite to. And there'll be 3 different tracks for each of those body blocks. So when a new customer comes in, you basically are going to figure out if they're a beginner, if they want to use their bike, or if they're like a fitness expert and want to keep going. Kins, you can skip ahead to the next one. Sorry. I'm probably gonna have you go back and forth, if that's all right. Okay. So these are the 3 different tracks that people can follow. So based on what they want to do, you'll say, okay, you're going to follow the beginner block. Here is your schedule for the next 3 weeks. You're going to follow these workouts for the next 3 weeks. And then you're going to take the 4th week off as a recover week. And they had 2 fitness experts up on stage at Leadership talking about the reasoning behind the 4th week off. And they said it's really, really good for muscle recovery. It's great for mindset. Like you kind of can have a second to take a deep breath and then restart on take a week off, give yourself a second and then start again. And that our biggest launches and most successful launches are on 3-week programs because people can commit to 3 weeks. They can easily do it. It's 15 workouts. Notice it's 5 workouts, just like Lift More is 5 workouts, 30 minutes a day. So basically you're asking people to do 15 workouts throughout a 3-week period. And then they get a whole week off and then they start again that following Monday with a new body block. And they can switch body blocks. Like they could do all body block 1 month. They could switch and do a bike block 1 month and they can kind of mix it up. Or they can opt in for the super block. So Kins, if you go back real quick. So instead of doing these product launches every single month, there are going to be these new body blocks where the super trainers kind of step in and create a 3-week program based on one of the programs they previously created for Beachbody. So they're doing one this month in November called Healthy Obsession. It's going to be an hour. They're going to be hour-long workouts based off of 80-day obsession. And that one's going to start on November 7th. Then the next one is going to be in March, and both the one in November and the one in March are going to be free. So if you have a body subscription, you get access to these body blocks. The next one's going to be in March. It's going to be more of a beginner-based workout with Lacey Green, the newest super trainer that was announced, which I'm super excited about. And she talked about like everything from, she's going to create videos like talking people into how to like start using weights or start using their bike, kind of a really, like basic, come in as you are. I'm going to teach you exactly how to work out type of mentality. Okay. So that one's going to be in March. And then you can see this calendar right here. This is your calendar for the rest of the year. So you can plan, like if you really love Shaun T, like Kinsey, like you can get so amped and basically do a launch around the T25 Shaun T super block. Now, these aren't free. So if your customers want them, they first have to have a body subscription, which like Kinsey said in March, if you have bod, you have body. From now, you're going to have both. Well, actually, McKenna said you can upgrade without body. Okay. So they have to have a body subscription. However that looks, they have to have a body subscription. If they are on a qualifying home direct order, they get them for free, which is so cool because now we have something to offer our customers that are consistently on home direct. Super cool. So they're going to get all the new super block launches throughout the entire year if they stay on a home direct order. If they aren't on a home direct order, it's $29 to access the new block. So super reasonable, and you don't have to make someone, like they don't have to buy it every time. They can buy it if they really are excited about the trainer, or if you're super excited about the trainer and you're running a group around it, then you might ask your customers that aren't on home direct to purchase that super block. So that's kind of the idea. What I love about it, planning wise, you can get excited maybe about 3 or 4 of them and run a group. Once you have the super block, you have it forever. So it doesn't go away. So, if you really like Shaun T, but you didn't want to do it in May, you could do it in July. So there's some flexibility there as well. But I just love that I know I can start a group every Monday of the beginning of the month, I have something new to offer my customers, whether it's a super block or just another regular body block, because there will be new workouts in there all the time, new live workouts in there all the time, always new content to offer people. It's not like if they did the bike block every month, it's going to be the same bike workouts. It's going to switch up. And I think you also have some flexibility. Like if you are doing the regular body block and they tell you to do a cardio workout, you basically are going to go into the body library and pick a cardio workout. And so if you love a certain trainer, you could really heavy in on that person and just do all their workouts, which is kind of fun. So anyway, I'm super pumped about it. It's going to make it, like I said, so much easier to start new coaches, so much easier to invite to the business, to keep our customers engaged, to always have a new group to start that is backed by Beachbody. It's almost like getting new programs every single month, but way simpler. We sell it the exact same way every single month. And I'm super pumped about it. So any question? I'm going to look in the chat. I don't know if there's any questions on that.
I just added that if someone were to buy a total solution pack in like April, then May super block gets unlocked for them. Same with HD. If your HD orders in April, the May block gets unlocked for you the next month. But again, if you're on HD every month, you get them all. So, which I love.
Yep.
And then McKenna added that 6 months after the body block comes out for purchase, it's going to be available in the library for everyone.
For everybody. Yep.
I don't know if super blocks, they didn't say every workout would be 30 minutes. So I don't know. I mean, obviously like T25 is 25 minutes. So I think they're going to vary on the length of time.
Yes. I think most of the regular body blocks though are 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like the non-super trainer ones.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, one more thing. So a Sure Thing. So Sure Thing is 8 weeks long, but it goes 3 weeks on, a 4th recover week, 3 weeks on, a 4th recover week. So it's going to follow the same type of timeline, which is really cool. So, we can start talking about that now. And so I really encourage you guys between now and the end of the year, whether it's in November or December, to run a body block group and just kind of get used to it. And then when Sure Thing comes out in January and February, you can also kind of talk on your social media. Okay, I'm doing my 3 weeks on, and then I'm going to take my recovery week. And then you start it off again in February. I'm doing my 3 weeks on and taking my 1 week off, and you can kind of start painting the picture for what that looks like.
I was looking at McKenna's question. I forget if the 2 programs a year are on body block.
I think it's 2 additional programs. So I think it'll be Sure Thing and then an additional one in July. I heard there was going to be 2 program launches a year.
But not as many as we were seeing, which is so awesome. I think I remember just feeling in the room when they announced this, like a collective sigh of everyone just being like, oh, thank God, this is so much simpler. And it seems confusing now, but it truly, truly is so streamlined. Like you can literally start, exactly when your group's going to start every month and what it's going to look like. And just think of that duplication that you can confidently, even as a new coach yourself, you can confidently bring on a new coach and saying, this is what we do. We start every first Monday of the month, and then we go for 3 weeks, and then we take a break, and then we go for 3 weeks. Like, I just think I love the streamlinedness of it all.
Yeah. Stephanie asked if Sure Thing was coming out the first Monday in December. No, it's coming out the first Tuesday. I think it's December 6th, which is a Tuesday. Also, I was thinking, you think about any other MLM, they have their product line, right? And then they sell it and they keep selling it. And then maybe once or twice a year, they have new products. I kind of feel like we're kind of like that now. Like now we're going to have our product line. We're going to have our focus. I just think it's going to be way simpler.
Yes, I'm very excited.
And if there are questions that people are asking that we don't know the answer to, they're going to keep coming out with like more info, and they've been sharing updates like in the roundtable, which is 5-star and above. So as we hear more, we'll try and announce it as soon as we hear, just to keep you guys informed. This is evolving. This is obviously not the end. So we will keep you updated on that. But I just want to remind everyone too, when we were kind of talking about the eating dessert, like go into the Fixate area. And I think the To Be Mindset has one too. Like there are a ton of really amazing healthy desserts with Shakeology, with Recover, just healthy options. So start looking through that and maybe start sprinkling and sharing those and just adding that like free content and sharing how like healthy can be yummy too. So I'm going to dive into Success Club. What I really love that Beachbody did is they kept a lot of the things the same.
Can I have you stop for just
Yep.
one second? There's a Zoom user that just popped on. If you just popped on as Zoom user, can you pop in the chat who you are? Your first and last name.
I know we need to update our username to our actual names. Kinsey, do you want me to keep talking while you're waiting?
Go
for
ahead.
it
I'm
to-
gonna keep an eye on it. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so they kept a lot of things the same that have been working. So you still are getting the 2 points for selling a challenge pack or completion pack, or the 90 PVHD, which is the performance stack, the Shakeology, the Go and Glow bundle, and I think this first thing, I think those count for 2 points. Yeah, okay. And then everything else, any combined 90 PV, you get 1.4. So that's staying the same. But they added another way to get a Success Club point. So I'm super excited for that because I think it's going to be super helpful for us to get more points on the board and really rewarding, like Kelly was saying, us selling product and being retail sellers and selling the products that we love. I feel like it kind of keeps us from being stuck in this bubble of like, we have to sell this list of things because this what gets us points. Now we can share what we love. So like Michelle, she's crazy. She loves Power Greens. Like she can sell the crap out of that. Or, you know, like whatever product, the collagen. Yep, Kelly too. Whatever products you love, if it's anything, talk about it and sell it. And we're being rewarded for that. So for every 125 PV volume, you get 1 Success Club point. Now that's not just from one person ordering 125, it's accumulative with your customers. So you can get 1 point. So Kinsey did the math and I think it's 3 energized orders gets 1 Success Club point. So if you're doing like selling a couple extra tubs of energized,
Can I say
go
something?
ahead.
They do not have to be home direct. Just any product. You sell a sample pack that gets volume, that volume's going towards that 125. Any product. Okay.
Yes. So this is just a great way to just reward coaches for sharing what they love and selling what they love. And we don't all have to sit and fit in the same bubble. So also the cool thing about Success Club points is there's no cap. You could literally get 8 Success Club points for this category if you're selling like crazy. So really now there's no reason not to hit Success Club. Yes. And so that qualified, I did write that down. So it's those, you get those points from new customers or inactive customers who have not ordered in the past 90 days, as well as preferred customers. So if they've been inactive for 90 days or they're new preferred customers, that categorizes as getting points. So they're really incentivizing people if they haven't ordered in a few months and they start ordering, that helps. So let's say you have someone who orders a tub of Energize every single month. Well, they're not going to count towards that volume because it's not a new order. But if it's been 90 days or more, you're going to get that. I think that's right. Right, ladies? Yeah. Okay. Just want to clarify. So then we are going to roll into the next one, which is our new Success Club incentive. First of all, every single coach, the first month you hit Success Club for the year, you get a wear and share item. Now they haven't told us yet what it is, but I'm guessing it'll be similar where 2023, everybody gets the same wear and share item. That's the one gift for the year. But then they're getting rid of the rest of the gifts throughout the year and they are doing cash money. So this qualification, I'm going to go over first the coaches that are they're enrolled in 2023, 2022, or if it's 2021 or prior, but they have not achieved any Success Club, gotten any points on the board for the whole year of 2022, they count. So let's say they signed up in 2020 or 2021 and they haven't sold a thing this year, they also are counted for this, okay? So you get your wear and share month 1. At 3 months, you're going to get $50. At 6 months, you're going to get $75, 9 months, $100, and then 12 months, you get the $125. So that's $350 total plus your wear and share. And that is a cumulative, not consecutive. So if you hit Success Club 4 months, you skip a month, and then you hit it a few more, you still are going to qualify. You just obviously won't get the full 12 months because you've missed here and there. But that's something really cool. So you can get all those gifts. I feel like the group thread's blowing up, but I feel like it's just a lot of joking. So, so that's
I'll
for.
keep an eye on it, but everyone's just hyping up this, so I'll keep my own questions.
Okay, perfect. So that's for 2023 coaches, 2022 or 2021 and before that hasn't worked the business and hit Success Club this year. Then there's the executive leader, I think it's called executive, next slide, Kinsey, level, executive opportunity. Okay, so this is for the people that didn't fit in that category above. So the people that are already here that have hit Success Club, here's how you get this. Now, if I described you and you fall in the last category, you qualify for both. Okay, so you can also qualify for this. So you get a $1,000 bonus when you hit Success Club 5 or higher at least 11 months in the calendar 2023 year. And you have at least 10 Success Club qualification coaches coming from your PS. So let's say Michelle hit Success Club. Well, she doesn't actually fall into the category because they have to be in the category 1 to count. So for example, the 2023, 2022, or 2021 before. So Michelle's been a coach who won't count. But let's say Michelle just started coaching last year and she hit Success Club 5 months of the year. She counts towards the 5 of our 10. So it's not 10 different coaches. It's 10 total times that your PS coaches have hit Success Club that are 2023, 2022, or 2021 and before that, or that small group that hasn't done anything for the year. So again, sounds kind of confusing, but the cool thing is if you're in the executive opportunity, you can get $1,000 for the year. If you are in the first category, you can get $1,350 for the year, plus your wear and share gift, whatever that is. So they're really listening to coaches that are like, yeah, this like random gift's cool, I guess, but I don't need like a Shakeology Snuggie. I'd like money. So they have listened to that, which is really exciting. So yeah, that is the big change with that. There is some other small little changes to like Road and Elite and stuff, but we're not going to share all of that now. We'll share that down the road. That's more specific to a small group. But what I love is, like Kinsey said, they listened to what we were complaining about, what we were driven by, what we wanted changed. And I feel like they really showed up and answered the things we've all been wanting. And so, yeah, now we get some cash bonuses on top of course, the star bonuses and stuff you can still earn too.
Yes. And I'm gonna, speaking of like all of this stuff, and like now we're all sitting here like, what do we do now? So this is what we can do now. So Kelly and Andy and I, another 5-star on the team, we all kind of were just word vomiting on each other after leadership and like all of this stuff, and how can we use it now to build momentum through the end of the year to help our coaches when all this rolls out, but also help them now to where they can earn more money. Like that's what we want for our teams, and we need to get away from thinking that's a yucky thing. So we created this group called Income and Impact, and it's going to start in November. And I know a lot of you have already joined it, but I wanted to touch on it one more time for those who hadn't heard about it, because everyone is welcome. This is not a rank advancing push group to diamond, nothing like that. This group is basically helping reignite our fires, helping us get back to the basics, and us helping you guys who maybe feel stuck, how we can just start again. And we're going to share things like scripts, what to say, what's the best challenge packs to sell to earn the most, and how can you upshare? How can you add more to people's share carts to help them get more products so that they can get more results? So many things. We have so many amazing things planned for this group that we really want you guys to dive in. There's no prize to join this group. Your prize is your income growth and your business growth. But we want to mimic this after the body blocks. So we decided to start on November 7th. We're going to push hard for 3 weeks, give you tons and tons and tons of resources and challenges to do over those 3 weeks. Take a week where we kind of decompress, maybe reevaluate our goals for December, lock in our Success Club if we haven't yet, and then move on. And then in December, we want to roll into a team-wide 21 days of fitness body block where we start on December 5th, rolls through those next 3 weeks. Again, that leads us up to Christmas, which is perfect. And then kind of have our rest and recover week from Christmas to New Year's. So the timing couldn't be more perfect. We will have more details on that group, but within the income and impact group, we're going to share with you guys how to promote that group, how to sell it on social media, how to help your customers get set up for it, and how we can start again to follow the body block format so we can seamlessly roll through come the new year. So we're prepared. I don't want to just sit around and wait for all of this to launch in March. I want to be ready to take action and know what I'm doing come March when this all comes out. So did I miss anything, Kelly, McKenna, anybody?
No, I think you nailed it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the only question we had in the comments was a little confusion on the Success Club, but I want to say it out loud for people that are doing the recording. So if you've been coaching before 2021, you only qualify for the executive. So the thought is if you've been around for a while, it's a little harder incentive to hit the bonus because you've been in the business a while. You should have working coaches to help you hit that Success Club 10. So if you're before 2021, you only qualify for that one.
But if you qualify for this one, the Success
You
Club,
qualify for both.
you can qualify for both, earning $1,350 for the year.
I loved how it could be one coach that hit Success Club for 10 months, or 10 coaches that hit Success Club in 1 month, or 5 coaches that hit Success Club twice. Like there's no, I don't know.
Yeah, they just keep tallying it all year. You get one coach, and again, that's where I hope this duplication starts to come from with body blocks. Like if you can help one person get started with that new Shake and Hustle pack, like that's our 2 most popular products right there in 20 servings. Like that's so easy to get someone started with, I feel like, with all of this. So.
And it aligns the executive opportunity. It aligns with the road to elite. Like I feel like they're kind of going more together with how you qualify and how you get points. So it just simplifies it for sure.
If we had plans to start a program in the next week, would you wait and do the autumn block? Do whatever you feel comfortable with. If you had a plan to do something, follow your plan by all means. Don't feel obligated to start the autumn body block. You could also just create your own block, like with whatever program you're doing. So don't feel like you have to follow. If you feel like that would overwhelm you, just continue with what you already had planned, I feel like. And then come December, join our 21 days of fitness body block team-wide group that we'll do in bod groups. I know there's a lot of good. That's what I have to say, a lot of good. So any other questions before we log off? I know I'm so pumped too, Michelle, so pumped. Look at us, we did it in under 45 minutes. Whew.
I was going to say right before we end, just start thinking about talking about your dessert every day, talk about your clean energy, talk about how you're bettering your mindset, talk about if you follow a body block. Like I honestly feel like you can start promoting all of it now. I mean, and then the new total solution packs are going to be coming out with Sure Thing in December. Like you do not have to feel like you have to wait till March. Like you can start talking about all of this now. All of it's there for us. Even the body blocks are already there for us. So just go,
Yes.
The only thing that's not officially changed is the name, right? That changes next year at some point, but
You can start sprinkling those in like your stories. Like they don't have to be anything formal. Just start sharing more like yummy dessert recipes or talking casually about when you're fitting Energize in. Like it doesn't have to be this like, oh, our Beachbody is like changing their focus. Just start casually like talking about it so it feels you.
Yeah.
maybe you can do like a highlight, like a dessert highlight or something. Just start doing something like that.
And I don't know about you guys, but with this Success Club change, I know for me, a lot of times I'm like, I'm not going to share my Energize today. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's a horrible way to think, but like, doesn't get me Success Club points, commissions only, whatever. like how naive of me to, first of all, say that. I can't believe I said that as like a elite coach, but you know, we think those things sometimes. If our mindset's on Success Club or on our goals, and I'm like, why would I not share about this? And now we have more incentive to do so. And again, that clean energy, you know, avenue to take with this all is just like spot on. So I'm just excited.
Yeah.
And if you guys want to take, if you want your faces on, I'm gonna do a picture real quick. If you want to pop on.
Oh, there's everybody.
There they are.
I knew you were
Oh, I
hiding
feel like a
back there.
teacher. I feel like a teacher with all the kids in class with their video off.
Show me your faces. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Gotcha. Oh, Jessica, be safe. You're driving. I saw that. All right.
Thanks guys for hopping on. Make sure you tag your coaches in the recording because this is like a lot of information that everyone needs to listen to. So once Kinsey gets a recording up, we will post it and then tag your coaches that were on the call below in the comments.
Love you too.